My wife's aunt has quite the green thumb, and she's always wanted a potting bench. And Christmas is coming up, so I thought I would build her a potting bench for Christmas. And I'm going to have my daughters put a nice little personalized touch on it that I'll show you later. But for right now, let's just go through the process on building this. This is a very straightforward build. Um, just a couple 2x3s and a 16-inch bench top. You can see how those 6-foot 2x3s extend out 1 foot. That's because I'm going to put a little shelf there, and then you can put a bucket on top of that little shelf, and that's going to hold the potting soil. The actual bench top is 5 feet in length. The depth on it is 16 inches. I typically like to cut all the lumber before I start the project. Here I'm taking the rear braces, and I'm just going to cut a 1/2 inch wide by 1/2 inch deep notch. This will allow the bench top to slide into it and so help it support it. So the design I'm building here is actually going to call for this pocket drill. These are pretty simple to use. A lot of people don't like pocket drills, but as long as you back up the braces with some glue, they hold just fine. So you can see here, you just slide this on, center it up on the 2x3, and then just tighten it down. Once that's nice and tight, get the special drill bit that comes with the bracket. And this drill bit has that long hole in the front which will punch the hole through, and then it also has a stop. You just basically put this into your drill and then sink that drill bit until that stop makes contact with the bracket. So those are our pocket drills. You can see you would just take a screw, drop it in there, push this flush up against the brace, and then screw it in. But like I said, make sure you back it up with some glue. So you can see the rear pockets. That's why I needed those pocket holes on that back side to attach to the brace. The front I just centered up and screwed right in. This is it. That's pretty much the guts of it. Very simple build. Now all I'm going to do is frame everything out with the pallet wood just to give it the look that we're going for. You can see I had to add a couple braces to the rear just to give me something to sink one of these brad nails into. I'm going to add a shelf to it. All I'm doing is sinking the brad nails into the 2x3s. The braces on the back side will support it. Just a couple brad nails is all it takes. So I have to cut a ton of 16-inch slats to run along the bottom of it. So I'm going to cheat here. What I like to do is just pull tape to about 16 inches from the center of my miter saw, and then I'll just scribe a line right on my worktop. And then all I have to do is just flush up the pallet to the line, make a cut, throw another pallet board up there, flush it to the line, make another cut. It just helps speed things up. Plus you can cut 3 or 4 pallets at a time. So I ran a strip of wood glue along the tops of the 2x3s, and now I'm just brad nailing in these 16-inch slats. This really isn't necessary, but I really like the person I'm building this bench for, so I'm just going to go ahead and router the edges. So this is where we're going to add a nice personal touch to this bench. My daughters are going to draw a flower, and then she's going to write her name, and then I'm going to come back through with my router and just scribe right over her drawing, and that's going to engrave it into the bench and preserve it. Once I've routed their little drawings, I'm going to have them just take some colored pencils and just go back through and just color them however they want. So I don't want to lose all that hard work they put into it. So I'm going to put a nice clear coat over the tops of their pencil mark, and that'll save their colorings. So I'm just kind of adding a couple things here and there. These are some braces I had in an old bin, so I'm just going to throw them on there. I'm also going to put a couple hooks up on there so you can hang her shovels or different garden tools, just whatever you want. So that's it. Probably took about maybe 3 hours to build this bench. Cost less than $25, and I think it came out pretty nice. So thanks for watching, and hope you enjoyed this video.